We're going to do a reading specifically for twin flames, for the divine feminine, for the divine masculine collective to see what is going on. Today is the day out of time. It's one of my favorite days too, as tomorrow brings us our galactic New Year. So I always look at today as like Galactic New Year Eve. It's a special day, these 2 days in a row, and we want to be tapping into these energies. So we'll talk about that a little bit too. So this is like literally a day at a time. It is the accumulation of the Mayan calendar. Our calendar modern day doesn't make sense, so we kind of have this weird void-like day at a time. But this is a day that activates all of the energy portholes, and it is a powerful day for shifting timelines, time travel, and things like that. Tomorrow kicks off a new planetary cycle. These are actually huge alignments for twin flames, as tomorrow kicks off the opening of the Lion's Gate porthole too, which is huge for any twin flame. So the energies are going quite high over the next couple of days. We have a CME that just hit the planet too, bringing a lot of energy, probably kicking off some geomagnetic storms. So we're for sure going to be feeling these energies, especially, well, I want to say over the next couple of days, but really for the next couple of weeks. You're probably feeling them. We've already been in high energies and they're about to get a lot higher. We definitely want to be tapping into these energies. This is the time to be doing energy work, healings, things like that. They tend to amplify what's going on for you. I want to talk about a couple specific things that are happening through the Twin Flame Collective too today, so we'll kind of fit that in. All right, remember this is just a general reading, okay? Take what resonates for you. I say to do those phone calls, and you're going to need to navigate this experience. This is going to trigger a lot of healing to the surface, and you're probably going to need some help with this. So I do one-on-one phone calls. Just book a reading option. You can do those calls as often as you want. I have people that do them almost every day even. So you can do these calls as often as you need them to navigate your own specific situation. I do recommend it. It's going to teach you a lot, and it's going to help to activate and upgrade certain things. Okay, so check out my website, sparksofdivinelighealing.com. I am an energy healer. I say to do more healing sessions. I have tons of activations, clearings, and healings on there. I have tons of them anyways, but I have a ton specifically for twin flames. I also do twin flame coaching. This is great to help you through the process, to navigate the process, especially if you're stuck, keyword stuck in separation, or running into separation challenges too. This can be common. So make sure you're booking me on my website. I have tons of healings up for today and for tomorrow. We want to be working with these high frequency energies that the Galactic New Year is bringing us, and then we go into this weird space until the 29th and the 30th. I know on the 30th we have a huge Pleiadian alignment too. This will be how we wrap up the month then, right? Okay, so you want to be working with these energies. If you're a twin flame, you're needing to heal so much more too, but everyone on the planet should be healing during this time. You should not be dating someone that isn't on a healing journey anyways. I know, right? But anyways, you should be really focused on healing yourself during this time. Whatever's happening in your life is meant to kick you into gear so that you're wanting to focus on that too. We have a huge focus on healing as we're working on our ascension, as it goes hand in hand with your spiritual awakening too. So many people are waking up or going through a spiritual awakening during this time. Twin flame is the ultimate spiritual awakening in your life too. Even if you're already awake, it's going to take you into higher levels, and it's going to take you deeper into your own healing journey. This is an inner journey too that you're going on. Okay, so divine feminine. Let's start with some cards for the divine feminine, divine masculine. If you're watching, messages from your feminine. My heart keeps coming back to you, even though I know you've lost faith in me. And this can be common. So many people like try to throw the towel in. I'm done with this. Maybe even in the outer, your twin flame has mirrored that back to you in some type of way. And you can't. You think about this person all of the time. Don't know in what capacity, right? But you're literally, they're in this place in your mind, and you can't. Once you've made this connection in the physical, especially more, you've connected with this person because you're not meant to. This is your destined person, and you're meant to heal and come into a beautiful, harmonious, stable union with this person too. So they're always on your mind. You might even be like, I'm done, right? I'm done. Common things that come up with your triggers and things you need to work through. And then it's like the universe is giving you little signs, messages. You're thinking of the person. They're popping into your mind. You're seeing them somewhere, right? It's like the universe is definitely trying to guide this union and to keep you on track between twin flames. And you kind of know this. Now, oftentimes you guys are running into separations, and this is why it's hard for the ego to make sense of this, because your ego loves to script and make up narratives and explain what is happening. past that, twin flames hold a lot of, we'll say, karmic templates and imprints. Some of these things are being triggered from childhood wounding. So oftentimes what we're seeing is oftentimes you'll hold both, because I'm seeing I'm doing my own research, but I'm also going into some beautiful research on this. And oftentimes we hold imprints for either the anxious and the avoidant template, and these come from childhood, especially with how you would interact with your parents and the templates that you picked up. But oftentimes we hold a lot that are full of intergenerational problems or even trauma, and they are triggered within the twin flame experience. So one of the dynamics that is triggered a lot within the twin flame journey is we'll say the chaser, which is the anxious, or the runner, which is the avoidant. These things will switch and flip because you hold both of them. So at different times we have that codependent dynamic, or that independent, I don't need anyone, pushing out love and blocking love, right? So we have the love addict meets love avoidant, but you hold both. It just kind of depends on the circumstances in what order they will be triggered. And these are things that you need to work on healing. And oftentimes in spaces of separations, it is these deeper patterns, imprints, and behaviors that come up for healing too during these spaces, and can be triggered within each of the twin flames too. So oftentimes when we're dealing with this, we'll say that chaser is in the anxious state, and then runner is in the avoidant state, which is fear. So their fear of the relationship have taken over, but they hold both. And it goes back down to, because within that fear and avoidance is that inner child wanting love to wound, right? And it's just not feeling good enough on both sides. I know, right? So it's a lot of like healing inner child issues that may be triggered or may come up. And this is why it's hard to navigate this experience too, because you'll know this is your person, so it'll kind of keep you motivated to heal some of these challenges or some of these issues. Enter all sorts of earth experiences that can get in the way or come up too. Sometimes you're facing temporary obstacles with this person too, or things that you're navigating or going through, or even, once again, it's the ego that loves to make up the problems, narratives, and stuff like that to keep that out. Realizing that avoidance pattern is nothing more than survival mode. It's a sabotaging pattern too, because these people do want love. You have to know that too, but it scares them when you get too close on some type of level, and it's like the fear kicks in, and usually when things are going good and stuff like that. So we have these kind of patterns that are being triggered specifically a lot more for the twin flames to deal with, as you guys are meant to heal yourselves and come into a union, and your twin flame is here to help you to do that too, because you'll notice that your twin flame embodies that unconditional love for you. And oftentimes it is on the masculine side that they hold more of the avoidant template, and on the feminine side more of the anxious. However, these things are interchangeable, and you both hold both because you've had both parents, right? And it just kind of depends on how these things are manifesting in your life. But you might see a pattern too, and realizing this heavily over the past few days, that your twin flame will hold a lot of aspects that you've already been through with your karmics, but you just didn't realize it too, to heal some of these things too. I figure it's practice. You're like, oh my God. And because these are mirrored things within ourselves, and sometimes we don't want to face that. But every person you've ever met, these are soul aspects, the negative ones you need to heal. And so sometimes they're teaching us a lot about ourselves too. However, like I said, a lot of the times the masculine holds more of the avoidant template, but we're seeing, it's interchangeable with these roles too. With what's going on, because we know that the runner always becomes the chaser after, and they flip-flop, and it will be things that are activated. So different things are being activated within the connection. Oftentimes, if you're holding on to a lot of trauma, that's what this is about. So you having to face both the anxiety, fears, and doubts with twin flame, beginning to understand that as the anxiety is nothing more than the anxious template, and the fears, the avoidant template that we have to face. And this can be a challenging inner journey because we're having to go deep within our own thoughts. Oftentimes twin flame may take you into spaces of separation, and if it does, it's so you have to sit with your own thoughts and to clear these things, because you're having to sit and think and focus on your negative thoughts and get rid of them. So sometimes you are sitting with yourself, depending on how things play out in spaces of separation. Oftentimes twin flames go through multiple spaces of separation. If you're navigating separation, get at me for a reading so I can help you shift out of that, number one. Number two, see this is a space to balance and recalibrate your energy so that you can come together stronger. This may manifest as actual breakup energy, and we'll say the runner scenario, or even just slow to come into union. See this as a space to work on your energy and to fully heal, as this is a connection where a lot of healing goes into this too. I fantasize about getting a second chance with you. You might see that you'll notice your twin flames patterns and behaviors, even how you trigger them or how they trigger yours. You're going to notice these patterns and behaviors that come up in certain cycles that you and them may be playing out too. But Divine Feminine wants to be with this person, and it's meant to keep you motivated. So you might be kind of sick of it, but the universe is like, this is your person, you're keeping on going. And you might, on those spaces where you're getting fed up with it, the universe is coming in with powerful messages. These might be angel numbers for your specific situation. These might be dreams, which are very real astral soul encounters that you're having with your person, and you're connecting on many levels. It might just be that you're always thinking about them, and things like that. I was telling my twin flame, every single song that comes on, you might think of this person. I feel like you're on the other side of my every breath. You'll sense and feel their energy, especially if they're thinking about you. And this is the astral energy that twin flames feel. You're very connected on that 5D spiritual plane or spiritual level too. You'll probably sense this person around you, guiding you even. I feel like I abandoned you and myself when we broke up. I want to reconcile. If there is a breakup or separation, there's going to be a reconciliation. That's why it's very important that you're healing yourself so you don't run into the same challenges and patterns. Those that don't heal themselves and go deep into the energy work are going to run into the same issues. As oftentimes this is energetic, right? We're talking about the energy and the patterns and the templates that we hold that are encoded to happen in our actual physical experience and reality. So if you're not healing, you'll just run into the same problems and you only get so many redos. This is why it's very important to heal yourself so that you are moving through these blocks, energetic blocks, challenges and obstacles that you may be facing within this connection. There will be a reconciliation, but it's very important that you're doing the inner work on this twin flame journey too. So know that there will be a reconciliation too. If any of you guys are in not a lot of communication, no contact, respect that space. Know that your twin flame will not reach out generally until they're ready to come into union with you too. So if you feel like they're ignoring you, they might have acted like you don't mean a lot to them or that they don't care. They will come back in once they're ready to. And I think you guys can see that with your divine masculine. Some of them are a little bit behind with the healing, especially if they've been the runner and they know that they have created a lot of hurt for their divine feminine and even themselves ultimately by denying or pushing away union on some type of level. They might kind of be feeling that a little bit extra too. Divine feminine, hold space for your masculine right now and make sure that you're working on your energy. This will help them on their side and will help you come into union faster. Our relationship is different and special. Other people don't understand it. And I always say other people don't understand this, especially karmics that have their own motives. So if there's, okay, these are just love interests. Let's just call the karmics for what they are. They're love interests. They're love interests and they don't have your best interest at heart. And you've had so many karmics in your life. Their literal job is to keep you away from your twin flame and to keep you out of twin flame union, usually in a karmic way too. These are usually lower connections too in some type of way. So you'll be made aware of who your twin flame is. Every other, I don't want to say feminine, well, and masculine for the divine feminine, every masculine around you has the potential to be a karmic too, especially if this is in a romantic relationship setting, and especially for your twin flame. You're going to notice they're around you and you're going to notice that they are throwing off your union the more that you engage with them too, especially if you are hanging out with them on their timeline. It takes you off that timeline with your flame too. So it's very important that you are not engaging with karmics during this time. The only reason you would is if you get lonely or you're looking to hook up, right, or be with someone else. But once you met your twin flame, you're being guided to be with them on every level too, and to clear karmics, especially karmics from your past. You may notice that you have people from your past popping up, but only if you need to resolve something and you need to heal something too, or to release it on a deeper level from your energy field, or to integrate something from that past experience. I've had so many twin flames this week because we're in so many heavy retrogrades tell me that they have had people from their past pop up, or in the dreams especially, or dreams about it. Time to really let go of your past. Just be grateful that your spirit guides took you through some of that stuff so fast with these past connections. I'm still trying to find a place for myself in the world. You might be working really, really hard on yourself, and it could be like I say, other areas of your life, your career, things like that. I want to reach out, but I don't know how. I underestimated how important you are in my life. So now you realize the importance of this connection and just how important it is. I've been working on myself. Keep working on yourself, divine feminine. I realize all the mistakes I made. We're meant to be together. I will wait as long as it takes for a shot with you. You might be waiting on this person and not understand why. This can be really a strange space. I would say if in separation, divine masculine has left you in a strange spiritual limbo, right? It's like you can't go backwards, you can't go forward at this point. And so you might know that too. And you'll feel what to be doing on a soul level and a spiritual level. I don't know how to handle my emotions right now. You're trying to get emotionally balanced. Some days I was saying you'll be great, and those other days you're just having a really hard time. It's like grief. It's almost like going through a death, even though you know this person's right there, right? And being stubborn. But it's like that because you're going to have a lot of emotions come up, and it might trigger a lot of unresolved emotions and things like that. My ego got too triggered and got in the way. Okay, we have those ego layers that have come up. And embrace this rebirth period that we're in with these galactic energies. Like, you won't be the same person in 2 weeks. These are beautiful energies of the Lion's Gate. I know, powerful energies to be connected with for your healing. My soul was made with yours in the beginning of time. You need to raise your frequency to come back together. Work on your energy. Continue to raise your frequency, Divine Feminine. Our story is not even close to being finished. You might feel like you're in that intermission pause, incomplete on some level. Like, I know that because I write books on this, and as I put it on hold, put it on hold till my twin flame comes back, and I know that. So you might feel you're in a pause. It depends on where you're at in your own individual journey too. So you might feel like you're in a reset, a reboot, or even a pause right now. Know that you can put things on hold, but you can't stop the process once you've met. You need to heal and open up your heart chakra more for this connection. The Lion's Gate is amazing for helping us to release heart chakra blockages and to open up your heart more. Open up your heart more and really step into that and embody that unconditional love for your twin flame. You may need to let go of the past, things that have happened, and just start over with this person. And you'll notice that's what separation is the space to do, because those narratives and storylines were not working. Open up your heart fully. Make sure that you're staying open to this person and open to this twin flame connection. I just wasn't awake enough for our connection yet. You're waking me up. Your DM is waking you up on so many different levels. They know that too. So they have been awakening you and playing an important role in your journey. All right, change. This is my favorite butterfly card. You're going through a lot of DNA activations, being guided to work on your DNA. You're going through a huge metamorphosis and even regeneration of healing right now. I know, and you're kind of putting yourself back together, your pieces back together too. It's like the phoenix rising up out of the ashes for many people. You're being guided to work on any addictions. If you have issues, your twin flame will mirror these back to you generally. I know. And I know it's time to work on yourself and to realize the lessons your twin flame is telling you. This could be alcohol, this could be drugs, this just could be toxic mindset, thoughts, toxic attachment, or even obsession with this person. You're being guided to heal any type of addiction. Love is an addiction too. I write books about love addiction, right? All right, but it depends. Usually these are actual addictions and bad habits, toxic habits, negative mindsets. It's time for you to really shift into becoming that ideal partner. You have work to do. Is there things that you're engaging in still that are not great for you? Alcohol, right? Drugs, whatever it is. It's time to really heal yourself. Time to focus on your healing right now and letting go of these things. This person has triggered a lot of wounds within you. You might notice these same wounds in your twin flame. So when I see my twin flames wounds, they are exact reflection of what I need to heal within myself. They've taught me so much about myself. They hold the same inner child experiences, wounds, and even we'll say family templates as me and things like that. Complete to maybe a little bit opposite, but complete. And so this person has triggered a lot of deep wounds in you, whether when you were sharing your stories, your experiences, things they've told you about their life, you're noticing that you hold the exact same core wounds. It's very important that you're healing yourself. This will take a little bit of time. You're mending yourself right now, and even mending your heart chakra. Energy healing will help a ton. What did someone say to me this morning? They're like, I think they need to feel your trauma. You already felt your trauma when you went through it. This is the point where you do a lot of high energy work. Like, no, you don't just sit in your trauma. It's not going to help you to sit and replay it all day. Energy work. This is the point where we clear everything we've picked up from everything that we've been through. Make sure you're doing a lot more clearings. You're noticing I have a ton of healings and clearings on my website. This will help you a ton. Twin flames are being faced with clearing a lot of deep, that's the card I just showed you, attachments, things in your field. I know, right? parasitic energy. This is why if you're separated, you need to deal with this stuff. You're clearing a lot of deep energy blocks, trauma imprints, right? Karma imprints, inner child stuff, all of the stuff that you've picked up. It's not just from this life. You're actually clearing thousands of years of intergenerational negative programming, matrix programming, during this lifetime if you are a twin flame too. This is stuff deep within your DNA and within your coding. Very important that you're doing energy work. All right, travel. There might be some type of distance between you. There might be boundaries. You might be far apart from each other. And this could just be separation in space. Oftentimes the avoidant puts a lot of distance in between you guys, thinking that they'll feel better, and they usually feel worse for it, you'll find, right? They feel temporary relief, but then the problem still exists, and things like that, because the connection's still there. They can't cut it off. Many of your divine masculines may have treated you like they did to the karmics in your past. Some of them may have ghosted you, discarded you, not be talking to you, narcissistic silent treatment of you, and all of these things, but they found that they can't do that like they did the karmics. It doesn't work on the twin flame. So some of them are suffering in that silence, if they are in silence or if there's distance. However, this can indicate your twin flame might live far apart from you. This isn't for everyone, but they might live in another town, city, state, country. It just kind of depends. This can add issues to the connection, but knowing that your soul has orchestrated this experience for your highest spiritual evolution too. So this can indicate some type of travel. If your twin flame is like literally somewhere else, you're probably thinking about going to them all the time, right? You're like, I gotta get out of here, wouldn't mind traveling. And it just kind of depends on how that will manifest. Roll the dice. You're needing to take a chance on this connection and take a risk with this connection. And this is what makes us uneasy. I said everything that you want is on the other side of that fear, but that's an inner journey to clear that. The blocks that you've been throwing up against this union of why you can't be in union right now. And this will be things your twin flame's mirroring back to you. Oftentimes you'll say, it's not me. And you'll point to the other, right? Because this is the reading. But honestly, it's all within yourself. And these are fears that you need to heal and realize. Tapping into abundance right now. You might need to heal your sacral. You might have self-love issues that you need to work on healing. We talked about the core root problem of inner child issues, and relationship problems are actually inner child lack of love and needing to heal certain issues too. And I don't know how many times you got to keep doing the relationship stuff till you take a pause and just really want to heal yourself. Heal your love life. Doesn't matter where you're at. This is where I come in with you guys too, right? Get some help for sure. Don't just keep going and spinning in the same cycles of your life. All right, cleanse and shield your energy. We talked a lot about clearing your energy. Time to work with your third eye energy. Doing some type of activation work will enhance your intuition and awaken your third eye and help you with your spiritual awakening. Time to do some type of third eye activation work. Keep working on yourself and your own energy right now. It's very important that you are. Everything in life is energetic. Okay, so we have, and a lot of these are your masculine coming through. So we'll start with the first three are your masculine. Knight of Wands, they're going to come in with an offer, a love offer. They're passionate and high energy. They know what they want and they're going for what they want. They might be trying to get a plan. If you're in a separation, they're trying to figure out how to win you back. This is them getting ready to come in with a high energy, but they're in a healing space right now. They're in their own fear and anxiety. They've had a lot triggered. They're having bad dreams. They can't sleep. You know, this is my healing card, but this is like they're not great place mentally. So if there's been a delay coming into union, they're needing to sort their self and their thoughts and their energy. Page of Cups, and this is always, they're watching you. They love you. They can't keep their eyes off of you, right? I know they're trying to see what you're doing. They admire you, but they're going to come in with some type of love message. This could be a text message, a phone call, you know, some type of email. It just kind of depends. They're going to come in with an apology and they're going to go after what they want. So this is like love and needing to open up to love on some level. They do see you in a very positive light. This might be part of the problem too. But this is like, you have a very strong magnetic aura and personality. They might copy you or be like really into who you are as a person, but you have a very strong energy pull that they cannot resist this person. This is a very positive card, that they are very positive about this connection and about this union. If it needs healing, they're working on healing themselves so they can do that. We have the Three of Pentacles. You guys work good together. You guys are like a team, I know. You guys are ascension buddies, whether you realize it or not. There is no separateness. Even separate, you're going through the exact same things on each side. I know, remember that too. Because whatever you're doing on your side, your twin flame will mirror that back to teach you. I know, so just check yourself, right? Because the universe, don't play. especially during this time with twin flames. So check your own behaviors, actions, and what you're doing, especially in separation. This is a space to test you, I know, to get you into union. So oftentimes this is where the karmics come out of nowhere and people hate on you and you have the weird stuff come out. Remember that you're being guided to work towards union, which is the most beautiful power couple. You guys are meant to save the planet and to help the planet by just radiating that love outward to the rest of the collective. And we know that. That's why it's so hard to come into union. I know we talk about the gods being jealous of these unions and separating the flames, because this is so powerful that even when you've had a taste or a glimpse of this flame energy, has changed how you think, it's changed how you operate, and it's brought you into these other dimensions. So when you're near your twin flame just hanging out, and you might just think you're hanging out in the 3D, it is opening up these other dimensions of awakening and of the soul and timelines and doing things on a bigger level. And it's changed you forever. Even just one little glimpse of your twin flame, meeting them, knowing who they are on so many levels, especially with your awakening. Imagine what that energy does for the people around you too. It really takes them into these alternate dimensions and realities, a lot of what we're doing with these energies too. But twin flames do that naturally too. This is powerful energy that can heal the planet when you guys are together. Usually both twin flames are probably healers, empaths, have powerful gifts. All right, we have the Three of Wands, and this is like unhappy with their choices being made, and this is their masculine coming through. It's both of you because you reflect that too, but they might be very unhappy with how things went. Like if they made a choice to do separation thinking that they would be happier without you, that is not the case, and they are in that energy of regret and wishing that they hadn't made that move. They might not tell you that, but that's the energy that they're in, and they've come to realize that, and that they do need you on some level. So if they've acted like they didn't need you, pushed you away, maybe caused a breakup or separation, this was an unconscious pattern that maybe they didn't have as much control over as they thought. They want you back if apart. If they're with you in union, thinking about their past choices and how that has affected them now in this dynamic with you, twin flame. So they're replaying things of how it happened with you, especially if they're by themselves. Right now, this is a time of reflection with all of these retrogrades, reflecting on our love life too, but reflecting on things with you, Divine Feminine. They think about you all the time. You're like this enigma or mystery to them that they're trying to figure out. All right, some of them might have, this isn't for everyone, but they might have tried to see if they could find that feeling and replicate it with other people, because sometimes they go into this emptiness and they found they can't. When they've returned to their usual activities, karmics, things like that of their past, friends, they're finding that they are not getting the same feeling there. Okay, so Divine Masculine. Divine Feminine, if you're watching, messages from your masculine. I wonder if you still think about me. How do you feel about me now that you've had time to reflect? They wonder if you still care about them, still love them. They might realize that there's been a lot of pain in this connection. They wonder how you feel about them and if you still want them on some level. Letting you down was the worst decision I made. So like I said, that masculine, once again, is in this energy of regret. They feel bad about this connection and how things went on their side. Your silence feels safer to me. I don't want to get hurt again. They might be silent treating you, or you might be getting silent treatment back from your twin flame. This is fear of getting hurt. Now, the thing about fearful avoidance, I know, right? And this doesn't always trigger. And then I realize that is the core of the anxiety too. So the thing about this, most guys are fearful avoidant due to childhood programming and things that they've been through, beginning to realize this stuff, right? So the thing with that is that oftentimes you guys push away, the fearful avoidant, push away love and cause a lot of pain for the people around you, which boomerangs back to you. So it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. I don't want to get hurt, so you hurt your partner first. I know, causing you to hurt yourself. Needing to open up to love too, needing to heal that fear of love. I miss your beautiful smile and joyous laugh. They used to light up my world. And as I saw someone say, and this is amazing, there are so many awakened souls that will love you and want to love you. Don't just dive into these connections and mess people about and play with them if you're not ready for that level of going deep, right? Because there are so many awakened souls that are taking you seriously, right, with love. I always look at you at airports as if we'll be in the same place of the world. This person probably thinks about traveling with you, or if you're apart to you, and this is important too, you might have made travel plans. They might see those airlines and like eventually their little box has got to get boring. There's a whole world out there to see and experience. And that's how we learn so fast and change, right? And go to different places. So they might have had a travel opportunity with you. This could have been like a holiday or moving with you, or if you're far apart, coming to visit you on some level. And I know whether they're checking airport tickets, airline tickets, I know, and needing to do that, or they're checking out airline tickets and needing a holiday. Oh my God, doesn't everyone, right? They're probably needing a holiday to you if you're apart. Don't be surprised if you do see your masculine pop up at your door, or travel to see you, or have to finally make those travel plans if they had them. I want to hold you again. I need to feel your body next to mine. This is needing to get physical with this. I know, needing to go deep with that love. I don't think there's anything better than just shutting yourself up from the world and staying in your own little love bubble and getting physical, right? This is bringing it down into the physical, this spiritual connection that you already feel on the spiritual level. So this person daydreams and fantasizes about you a lot, and might have some type of intimacy fear. We're going into that fear today for the masculine side. And and it's usually just them being awkward and not feeling good enough. It's like, whoa, we want love, but I don't know if I can even get, and I'll say naked like that, because that's the Lover's card, to get naked and open like that, right? And like, especially with Twin Flame, because it's so naked and open, but it is the ultimate lover archetype, and bringing that down into the physical. So you've activated something, the Divine Feminine has activated something within this masculine, but they're needing to bring that down on a physical level too. I wish you were here with me. So they're missing you. You're always on my mind. As we talked about, this person fantasizes and daydreams about you. Even if they're shutting you out, that's where they're going. You're their favorite space in their mind, and they can't get you off of their mind. And this might even be driving them a little bit crazy. Your energy is intoxicating and it's pulling me in. So know that with karmics, we cut the cords and we move on. Karmic lesson learned. Not with Twin Flames. You might feel like you're moving on or being guided to, but they're always there on an energy level. And just remember that. So just know that your energy is very magnetic to this masculine. They're always thinking about you, wondering what you're doing, that you're being pulled, right? They're being pulled to you. I'm afraid that I lost you forever. They might have this fear kicking in that is going to make them take action, where they think, and maybe they are getting close to that point where they might have messed you about so much, or hurt you so much, or pushed you away so much that they're worried about actually losing you, or they already have lost you if you're in separation, and this is kicking in their fear that they need to do something and take action. The distance between us is killing me. This might be something you know or don't know. If there's separation or physical distance, it is killing them to be apart. This isn't like your normal, very close karmic thing. They might not like this challenging circumstances being presented to, and that if you're apart, it's literally getting to them. They just want to be near you. I should have fought for you, and this person, fight or flight, they might have run away from their own trauma they needed to heal, and that they should have stayed with you. And if there were fights, physical fights, they might realize now that you were fighting for this connection and to be with them, not with them, that you were just trying to be with them and to get through to them on some level. And so that they regret now that they didn't work harder. They might have given up too soon. They might have thrown the towel in or tried to. This is just reflexes. So they might have had that reflex activated, but they're in that energy of regret, as we talked about. My soul wants to merge with yours. And this is like, once again, bringing that down into the physical. Kundalini activating, right? Kundalini awakening for the Twin Flames, and like going into that energy. And this is like the initiate energy and the most spiritual energy that we can get into. Twin Flames coming together into that state of oneness. Outside energies and circumstances got in the way, and they know that. This person, this masculine, comes with a lot of challenging outer energies, and they know that about their life. It might be quite complex, right? Before even meeting you, they have complex dynamics that they're navigating with their friends, family, and the people around them. They probably have a lot of people around them too in some level. Oftentimes they might be a loner, but they have this energy too. So outside energy may have gotten in the way. You're going to notice as soon as you guys start to go into separation, on both sides, the friends come out and tell you get rid of this person, and they tell you the opposite of what you should be doing. This is why you really have to go into your inner guidance and get some help with someone who actually knows how to navigate the Twin Flame experience. Your doubt, fear, and worry is blocking you. You've had to go through your own inner journey of clearing the fear around this connection. It's just fear of getting hurt, but you're also hurting yourself and your flame going into that, needing to move past that. As I say, everything is on the other side that you want of that fear, and you know this person is everything that you want with your twin flame, literally all rolled into one. Trust me, we were fated to meet, and I am your destiny. I desire union just as strongly as you, so this masculine does desire union, and I think that you guys know that. Even if they're hiding that and used to hiding their feelings, they want you bad. Believe in miracles. Things can shift anytime. Separation especially, you guys will always think it's done. I told someone they've done so many separations that I've seen since I've known them. I don't even know how many. I'm thinking like 5, 6, 7, right? And I tell them while they're navigating the latest one, I said, this person always comes back. You know that. And we know this. When you've done a lot of separations, you know that you'll come back together into reunion, but we're hoping into union, right? And that you've worked through the inner healing that you need to do so that you can do that. And I reminded them of that, but they were like, oh, I don't know. And I'm like, you know that on a deep level. When it is your twin flame, they will come back, and this can happen anytime. They can late night call you. They can pop out of nowhere. They can send you a social media message. Anytime things are going to shift, and you don't know when. You're like, that's why use this space to heal yourself, because things can shift anytime. This separation is because you started to treat me like a karmic partner. So we need to heal the attachment trauma from our past connections. This is where we get the fear from, and restore that template too. So yes, divine masculine on their side, they felt that you weren't treating them right either, divine feminine. All right, text message. You're going to get communication. You're going to get a phone call. We just went over this. Some type of message, some type of communication. You're healing root chakra issues. Masculine, you've had codependent karmic relationships from your past that have scared you going into this twin flame union, but it was more past triggers and emotions that have come up from past connections. And we talked about that. Needing to heal those triggers, needing to heal from your own karmic connections of the past so that you can shift into union. This is a connection about union. You see these beautiful union cards, right? This could be wedding, marriage, forever, but this is the one, and that's why it scares you, because this person is prepared to really love you on that level. And the karmics of your past were very superficial sexual connections, and even if you think you went deep, they're not like your divine feminine who wants to go deep. You have a lot of romantic feelings coming up, and you know that. It's triggered both that dual side of the feelings, but you know that you have feelings for this person. You love this person, and you know that. You have such a draw to this person. All right, work with crystals right now and really tap into that one state with divine feminine. Anything that you're going through, thinking, experiencing, they are on their side too at any given time. It's not separate like you think. Like you're having thoughts about the person, they're thinking them about you too. Clear the mirror, right? Come into that state of oneness and balance. Working with crystals, doing energy healing work will help. Really take care of your physical body. You're needing to take care of yourself. This could mean better food, vitamins, healing sessions, whatever you need to do to really heal yourself during this time. Being of service and being of service in this connection, doing nice things for your twin flame will make you feel really, really good. Oh my God, right? I know, doing nice things. You might notice that about your twin flame. They might be really of service and wanting to serve you. Know that your twin flame wants to serve you. The feminine. They're used to that. Ace of Cups. Okay, this is in flipped. So usually this is my new beginning card. I know there might be something that you're going through right now. You're repressing your emotions and acting selfish. I know. And this is hesitant to open up to love. So you're blocking love out on some level. You need to flip this card for a new beginning with your twin flame and open up to love. There's some type of block there around the love thing. You're still in the Tower. I know. And this is even in reverse too. So you've probably been a little bit through this. And this is avoiding, we keep talking about avoiding loss and recovering after loss. You might be in a separation energy and gone through a big upheaval because of this person. It might have been like a tsunami of trauma or emotions you've had to face. Losing this person has done a lot to you. While you're on the other side of this energy, we have this in reverse. My union card, 4 of Wands, is like in reverse. And so this is like leaving home, an unhappy family situation. This is lack of support. Your family, I don't want to say doesn't love you. They love you conditionally, and you might still be performing or people pleasing, but at a certain age, we got to get out of that. Your twin flame is here to help you break out of that. So you have a lot of negative feelings and instability in your life. This is self-doubt and low self-esteem. You need to see yourself in that higher light. Your twin flame, like, I don't want to say idolizes you. They idealize you. They think you're amazing. They see all these good aspects. They want you. You're their dream partner. And this is what is unnerving, because you see all of these unlovable aspects within yourself from childhood, which are not reality. So working on your confidence and self-esteem, masculine. We have this Knight of Swords energy in reverse. Many of you are missing out on opportunities. And this is being obsessed with yourself, self-obsessed, being rude, and even breadcrumbing your twin flame or being insecure. So things are out of control for you. This is like, we got a reality check coming in, Neptune retrograde. Okay, so we have this energy of like, you might not have come through with your twin flame. You might have been putting them off for union. I know, right? Or things like that. And too focused on yourself and not focused enough on this beautiful divine union and spiritual connection. You're being a little stubborn right now. That's how I would describe my twin flame, right? Just being stubborn, but it's causing a lot of pain in your life over this connection, as the Hierophant is always like marriage, union card, relationship card. So you might be a little bit stubborn, even though the universe is trying to steer you or guide you into this union or this relationship. It's everything you ever wanted. You're getting a reality check though right now. You feel trapped in your head and in your own situation. And this is like, you feel like you might have messed up or missed this opportunity. You haven't, no matter where you're at, or if you feel stuck, because this is trapped, you feel stuck or you've messed up in the past. It doesn't matter. This is your destined person. You don't have to know how it is going to come together. There are so many realities where you're in union with this person, right? And shifting to those timelines with this person. Anytime you can make that happen too with this connection, it's always up to you too. So healing that fear that may be blocking your love life and healing certain issues so that you can come into union. There is this destined connection that is there, even in separation. It's right there. It's hanging over, right? It's always right there. It's always there since you've met this person. It doesn't go away. Even if you slide through different separation timelines, there are so many union timelines that it's up to you to seize that opportunity and to grab a hold of this union. All right, I'm going to be doing activations today and tomorrow and tons of healing sessions. Check them out on my website. I got a ton of stuff out for today, day at a time. I got a ton of stuff up for the Galactic New Year tomorrow. Take advantage of these energies. They can set you so far ahead. Speaking of shifting timelines and shifting into union timelines, only takes one twin flame to be doing that work. Check out my website, sparksofdivinelightshealing.com, and have a beautiful day.